and prayers. So Jada out in these streets. Out in these streets. And so somebody tweeted, somebody named Baby Sheba said, Jada Pinkett Smith, can you please take us out of the goddamn group chat? We tired, boo. We don't want to hear your shit else about Will and Tupac. Go tell it to the mountain, sis. Anybody else feel that way?
I love mess.
Oh, okay. All right. So Joy, you're here for
I love mess. We all love mess. If that person didn't love mess, they wouldn't have commented on the mess. So stop acting like y'all don't love drama and mess. We're here for it. I love it. You know, slippity slap, slap, slaps.
I just feel like everything I've learned about their relationship has been against my will.
Absolutely.
The amount of people that are sharing a link as they're saying, we don't care, we don't want to
exactly
know. The irony is off the charts. It's off the charts.
Okay. So you say you're talking about me, Roderick? I feel like
I'm talking about everybody. Show me the people who haven't been sharing it that way. That's the only way I see they news is people being like, I am so sick of them. Anyway, y'all see what she said about
exactly. Well, we all love mess.
I posted, who wants to hear about this?
Oh, so, we do.
No
your
one
listeners.
cares. No one cares. It's nobody's business. All right.
Oh, it's all of our business.
Yeah, listen, my mom, I grew up, my mom was a beautician. So I grew up in the beauty shop. That's what the mess is. It was a fun summer job. I love going there.
Just see you kikiing with a bunch.
I knew everybody's parents' business on the bus. The bus like, oh, you know your daddy don't even mess with your mama like that, but okay.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Yo. Okay, so I'm gonna play a little clip from her interview with Hoda Kotb. Because I said I would. And also, if you are interested tonight on NBC at 8 p.m. Eastern, she will be, the whole primetime special with Hoda Kotb will be aired tonight at 8 p.m. on NBC. So if you want to watch that, you can. So I'm going to play.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's the
yes,
case.
y'all do.
So I'll put the number out, 866-801. Listen, we're here to inform you. We want you to have all of the information, okay? So play the clips, Miz, and then we'll talk about it.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple. They even faced a scandal when Jada had what she called an entanglement with a family friend. Neither let the public know they had already split.
So I guess my question is, I feel like you're a straight talker.
I am.
Except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us.
Yeah.
How to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
During our walk in Baltimore, Jada reflected on their breakup.
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh,
Margot Robbie.
Why it fractured? That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Oh.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
Hi, everyone. We're here. That was a lot. Hey. So does it make the slap different? Does the slap hit differently now?
Oh no, he still deserved to be slapped.
Oh wait, what? Chris Rock deserved to be slapped. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I don't disagree with you. All right. So she also reveals in the book, Worthy, that Chris was trying to holler at her, and he called up. He was like, "I heard you and Will aren't together," and she was like, "What? Excuse me." The fact that he thought he had a chance is what is really hilarious to me. Like,
sure.
so I'm sure they had a conversation, she and Will, about Chris. So it probably made it even more like, oh, and you're going to sit here in my face because you got the stage. And she thought it was a skit. She said she thought it was a skit until he came back to the seat. And then she realized she didn't even, she thought it was all orchestrated because, they don't really talk. This is so weird.
I love it. It's not though. It's not though. They are Hollywood people. This is not weird at all. They probably showed up in separate limos to the event. She ain't talked to him in weeks. She was sitting there like, "Ooh, they doing some improv." And then she looked at Will like, "Ooh, his face is red. He's doing some real good acting." And I believe it. And it's not weird. It's Hollywood, baby.
I think everybody in the world that saw that slap thought it was a skit for a good 45 seconds. Like nobody really believed like Will Smith walked on stage and slapped somebody at the Oscars when he probably about to win it. Like everybody's like, man, they going all out for the skits this year. Well, they back.
Stage combat on 10.
It wasn't until the second "keep my wife's name out your mouth" that I was like, I think he's real. I think this happened.
Yeah, we were all Lupita in that moment.
Yes. Yo. Okay. And then finally, I'm gonna move on to the other Worthy. There's Tupac makes an appearance in here, and it appears as if Tupac was who she wanted to be with, and Will was helpful, I guess. They look good. They had the children look good, right? It was a good match, The height was off, but it worked out for a while it worked out, right? So are you saying, Joel's saying this is Hollywood? Are you saying there's a lot of these kinds of relationships? Are you saying that Nicole and Tom Cruise weren't real? What are you saying to me today? What are you saying?
Listen, I feel like I'm moving into a more progressive type of thought pattern when it comes to monogamy, things like that. Things can happen because we heard back in the day that they were like the first kind of open relationship. We've been hearing that for like 15 years. And so now it seems like that's becoming more normal. And hey, now you guys can get divorced, but they want to keep us entertained. And that is what they are doing because sometimes press is press. And Jada want to stay in the headlines, baby.
I just feel like 7 years is a very long time to be keeping up a facade of being in a relationship. Like, that just seems like a lot of work that I would not want to go through.
And like they created more work because no one was asking for the red table talk. It wasn't like we was like they were like, come be in our business. We want to tell you how a perfect marriage works. This is how it works. This is what you got to do. This is what you got to say to each other. This the therapy. Will come on here and tell everybody. And then it was like we didn't ask about the affair. You just kept telling us.
Volunteered. Yes.
Let us know. But also I know plenty of relationships that have been together for way longer than they should be. So they just are doing it on an international scale.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm being honest, divorces are costly.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to divvy up, it's a lot of things.
Plus we know they broke. They probably can't afford it. They.
That's hilarious. All right. 866-801-8255. No one cares, and that's good. So
no one cares, but everyone cares.
Yeah.
We'll do Tupac, and then we'll move on. But before we do, I'm so distracted by that person that's over your shoulder, Madison. Is this your home?
No, this is not my home.
Okay, because I'm like, who is that white man? Is that your granddaddy? Like, I need to know why is he over your shoulder? He is distracting me, and I feel like he owns somebody, and I'm not feeling him. I don't know
somebody's.
I feel like that man is not good.
I'll move him out of frame.
Okay, thank you. Now I want to know about the cow. Now I'm obsessed with the cow.
Where are you?
Oh my goodness.
I'm at my I call them my fairy godfathers. Their
okay,
apartment.
I'm sorry.
No. They're up in the Upper East Side, and they have like an incredible amount of art just like all over their walls. It's like a lot of art and a lot of more coffee table books than you could even imagine, because it's all like jewelry and fashion and just like.
Do they have a Fabergé egg there?
You know, I wouldn't be surprised, but
curious.
I think that would probably be a little tacky for that. Like
okay.
They are very,
so they're really, so that's probably a Rembrandt or something.
I don't think it's a Rembrandt, but it's probably something.
I think Karen might be casing the joint.
I am. What's the address?
How big is the TV? How heavy you think that TV is, Madison?
What kind of jewelry do they have?
They got some Yadro.
Yadro. Not Yadro. Is that black people's
Fabergé eggs?
Oh my goodness! You know,
is the paintings attached to the wall with screws, or you think you could just like lift it up?
Just lift it up. No, I'm curious now. We're gonna get to Tupac in a second, but you know, do black people still have those curios with all of the knickknacks? And then when Big Mama dies, who gets it? And do you keep it? I'm just curious because you know, my parents used to have them. And when my dad passed, I was like, this will not be coming my way. I am not keeping these tchotchkes.
You don't want to eBay it?
Nothing. I want none of this.
Whichever aunt make the biggest fuss at the funeral get it. Everybody know the rules.
Okay. All right.
Okay, right.
That makes sense.
So she like passes out.
Take me with her, Lord. That's
gotta get in the casket.
Mm-hmm. That is her curios.
So she's who gets the like Obama commemorative plate that everybody has in there.
Who has an Obama plate?
You don't.
Somebody have that?
So many people. You don't.
A lot of grandmamas. A lot of grandmamas.
All right, call me if you got an Obama plate.
Right next to white Jesus. Right next is white Jesus. Barack Obama plate.
Framed picture of Jesse Jackson running for president.
Yo. So we're gonna lose a whole lot of nostalgia. I feel like because we're not keeping the traditions going. The next generation. I feel like nobody has a picture of Jesus, Martin Luther King, and John Kennedy anymore.
I run my fingers through her hair as she smiles and says that she loves me. Isn't it lovely when the one you love thinks